Australia's Aborigines have roamed this vast continent for 40,000 years, perhaps even longer. It was theirs alone until Dutch explorers arrived 400 years ago. And then in 1770 came the English. That's what the history books tell us. But what if the history books are wrong? This man, for one, believes that Australia was discovered not by the Dutch or the English, but by Egyptians more than 2,000 years ago. What's more, Rex Gilroy says he can prove it. Rex is an amateur archaeologist. He's taking us to a secret location just 50 miles north of Sydney. A hidden site which may just turn history on its head.
I do not believe the majority of Australian people are ready to have such secrets revealed to them.
Very few people know this place even exists. Even fewer know how to get there. The secret is closely guarded. Our film crew was blindfolded for part of the journey and led on foot through a mile of thick bushland. And this is what we came for. Hidden in a secret ravine are what appear to be Egyptian hieroglyphics carved deep into the rock.
To me, they belong to a period about 800 to 500 BC when, towards the end of the Bronze Age, coming into the Iron Age, there were many expeditions sent out by the pharaohs, and I believe many of these expeditions have found their way down here.
According to Rex, written here is the story of a great expedition to the southern world.
It shows, for example, here, Hail Ra, who with his breath the wind sends 100 ships each year to the land of the south, upon whom Ra shines.
Now, there are those who doubt Rex's story. They say the carvings are more likely to be the work of soldiers who returned from North Africa after the First World War.
Well, ordinary Australian servicemen wouldn't have known anything about Egyptology, let alone how to carve Egyptian hieroglyphics. So I don't believe that one. And if you look in the grooves, you can see, apart from the pattern of the rock, you can actually see a type of lichen which invades these and takes about 300 years or so to form, so they definitely predate European settlement of Australia.
And then there's the question of how the Egyptians managed to sail to the other side of the globe. Egyptologists say they weren't a seafaring nation.
They certainly built magnificent ships which they used on the River Nile, and we also know that they travelled quite extensively down the east coast of Africa, but they never, as far as we know, undertook any ocean voyages. They always hugged the coast. It would have taken an awful long time to sail over to Australia. I think it's absolutely impossible that that could ever have happened.
There is, however, another piece to this mysterious jigsaw puzzle. Forensic scientists in Germany recently discovered traces of nicotine in some Egyptian mummies. Nicotine is found in tobacco, and tobacco is found in South America. If the Egyptians did trade with South America, they did so centuries before Columbus discovered America.
To upset the apple cart, so to speak, as I am doing, means that if these people were to accept the new history that I'm proposing, would mean to change all the textbooks.
But there is one part of the hieroglyphics that Rex has not yet been able to crack.
Hesteb, go south by day, carry the body of the dead son upriver to his tomb of stone, watched over by Ra.
He believes a young Egyptian ruler was mummified and buried somewhere in this region. These carvings could hold the key to discovering that tomb and the untold treasures that lie within.
And if I ever found it, I'd keep it a secret. Who knows where it is? It's somewhere up there.